I felt like I was never able to actually feel at that time, to feel or be just caring and be loving and do all the things. You're just like, be a man. Be a man. You know, be a man. Like, be a man. Like, what does be a man define you? So being a man is me seeing, treating others like, being a man is sitting here abusing others, harming others because you think you have the power to do that. Because if that's the case, then I don't want it. Disclaimer. I have watched my final parts of part 3, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I think I didn't really explain how severe. I said it hurt. I said it made me angry, but I think I didn't really discuss how severe it really was with. I think y'all can see when I describe, but I think I didn't really explain it enough to me, and really go into detail because I think I was just getting a little bit sidetracked. So, and I forgot to say something that particularly happened, even adding on to what happened in the locker room. Something else happened in the middle school before we transitioned to high school. So the locker room, like I said, when the guys would try to pick on my size and this and that dirt, I never really noticed anybody else in here get it picked on for their body, you know. I mean, if they do, they might have just be joking around because they like they, you know, they close, so they close, okay. When I'm not being shady, I mean like they close, like, oh, we know each other, so we can joke around with each other, but you don't know me, so I never really noticed, unlike me, where people really would just go at it and talk about something, like really nitpick my body, feeling so, like it made me feel like I just was on display, and I wasn't even trying to be on display. Like, I'm just trying to put on my gym clothes because they sitting here saying it's required for gym clothes. And they say if you don't, you'll get a bad grade. And I'm just like, I didn't want to do all that. So, yeah, it really made me feel insecure about my body a lot. Like, you know, I didn't really try to pay attention to other people. I'm just like, oh my God, we got to change in front of people. Like, that made me feel, like, you know, that made me feel freaking, like, ugh. Like, you know, I already, like, was just already distraught about elementary school and not really having, like, great experience, and then middle school didn't have much of a great experience either, and that just caused me to be more, like, hiding myself, you know, like I said, hiding myself and hiding my personality, not being able to show my talents, and I think that was their goal, you know. But anyway, another thing that happened that really made me just not be able to go to the bathroom, like at least public bathrooms, you know. Like this, I think I really didn't talk about it because I kind of just like, I think it was like shut out my mind for a bit, even though I still recall it, you know. But I think I really needed to address that because that really was something that's serious, and a lot of people who will try to blame would try to, no, there will be some people who would try to blame me for what I experienced or how I dealt with it or how I react. And you know what? That's fine. Okay. If you feel that way, then I hope you don't have to experience anything that you didn't ask to be in. That's what I'll say to that. because whatever. So it was the bathroom. Usually we were able to go individually to the bathroom. So it would be like basically one boy, one girl, go there, come back, do it again, that kind of thing. And we never used to go like in the line bathroom. This was like my final period in my 8th grade year. So it was something that particularly happened. I can't remember much. I know it was something that was disgusting and foul, and the principal didn't know who did it. So he was like, "Y'all gonna have to go." The boys basically, we're gonna have to go in groups or whatever. And I'm just like, really? Like y'all really that goddamn? I don't know who did it. They just said they was asking everybody, but I guess they asked every grade, but they wanted to punish us. Like, I don't know. I know I didn't do it. So I don't even try to use the bathroom like that. But when I have to go, I do have to go. I won't. You don't want to be holding when you gotta pee all the dang time, especially if you hold it for long hours. So okay. So we had to go in groups, and it was a particular day where it was about at least five, 6 boys at least, cause me included. So I'm really just like, okay, this is really tensing me up here. I'm sorry for saying so much, but basically, it was basically the boys' bathroom. Basically had like with this middle school in particular, they literally are very. It seemed like it was a very demonic school, and you know what? It might have certainly been a demonic school. Their mascot is devil, so that was just a beacon of goddamn hell. Then
you're standing at the mouth of hell, and it's about to open.
This bathroom basically didn't have no doors. Usually with their bathroom, they don't have no doors. They don't even have a mirror in the mirrors. They literally, if they do have a mirror, the mirror is like all bruised up, might like look like it never been cleaned in a long freaking time, and all that kind of stuff. And that's why I didn't want to, stop. Hold on, I'm about to get carried away. But that's why I was just like, this bathroom, and it had no doors, and it had none of that. And then only stall that had a door was one, and it even had a lock on it. And then on top of that, usually people don't flush the freaking toilet when they take a number 2.
Ew!
And it's like,
Now wait a minute, hold up!
not nasty. How would you want to, y'all, some people have some weird fetishes when they was growing up. I'm telling you, they grew up with them fetishes, all right. Anyway, off topic. Basically, I usually don't use the urinal stalls. I don't do that. I never do that. I always felt like I didn't want people to, again, felt self-conscious about my body. I didn't want people to nitpick this and that third. I couldn't go into the door, to the usual, the one with the door, even though it didn't have a lock on it. Couldn't go there, so it's like, oh, okay. So I gotta use the bathroom right here. Usually I would do it when there's nobody, I don't go in groups. The only group pair, I will only go in a pair. So basically one girl and one boy, and we go our separate bathrooms, do our thing, come back, that was it. So usually I'll be alone doing these things. I don't have to worry about anybody, having to, when I have to pee, I go pee, that's it, period. So there was basically about 5 to 6 boys, me included, and use the bathroom, just do my daily deed. Sound like it was a chore. And there was one dude who I know, while I was just taking a piss, I didn't notice until the minute I felt like, I got corners in my eyes, I felt like somebody was watching me, and this dude literally was like standing up above the toilet, the other toilet without a door, and just looked up like crazy and stuff like that. And then there was another one that was doing the same thing on the left side, and they was just like, trying to see my junk while I was using the bathroom, and I'm just like, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people want to sit here and try to call me all kind of things, call me faggots, call me this, call me that, call me all goddamn this, and always want to prejudge a mofo because cause I got a freaking heart, cause I freaking have a freaking heart, and I sit here and was just born with a way to feel empathy and feel love and joy, sadness, tears, and just make me just be a good person. Just taught me to be a good person spiritually, even if when I do fuck up, okay? And they like to nitpick that, or me just being carefree with, cause I just was a carefree person where that's what it was. And being in that position where, again, this is even worse than the locker room, because, oh yeah, that would, you know, when y'all, I'm having revelations, like my mind just opened up right now to something that I blocked, I guess, because it happened, before we get to the bathroom part, I'm sorry, I have to say this too. I remember that what made me I used to wear briefs, and I would usually wear the white briefs because that's all I know, you know. And I wear different stuff now, so I grew into my individuality, okay? But anyway, I used to wear just white briefs, and when I was wearing them, they still was trying to still staring at trying to look at my stuff. You know, I never really tried to look at any damn body, because, you know, people was already bullying me, doing all these horrible things and terrible things to me. You think I really want to see and go on my damn, see here? I was just like, it didn't matter to me at the time, because I was like, I'm not gonna sit here trying to put myself in danger, you know? And then the crazy thing is, I was never putting myself in danger. It was just people who sit here and freaking had some goddamn weird ass goddamn hateful thoughts and this and that and third. I don't care if you sit here and was going through your own shit. You clearly wanted to put that shit on somebody else, and you just an awful bitch. That's all you are. And I want to go in on that too. I'm sorry if I want this third part to be the final part to just say how I feel and let it be there, and just hope I can sit here and help somebody, or just let them understand that, like, I've been there, and I really that really makes, like, oh my, like, there was other people who might have was wearing tidy whities, but you wanted to point me out because I'm freaking goddamn, cause I'm black, or I'm fat, or you think I'm ugly, or you feel jealous, or you feel this and that and the third about me. I'm just like, bitch. Nobody ain't talking about your freaking damn little small ass this shit. Another case may be, like, y'all always, everybody didn't like that, because you don't have no right to. I felt like these are strangers. This ain't no y'all ain't I ain't in a real relationship with y'all. Why do you think I need to take off my uniform clothes and put on gym clothes? Like, not with them. You better sit and give me another way for me to sit and feel all right. Don't sit and try to put me with these boys. I don't want to be around them. Oh, like, no, like that. Like, I don't want to be around them boys. Okay. So that made me feel very insecure again. Maybe like, damn, like, they gonna keep on talking about me, so I gotta sit and do some kind of way to sit here and just hide my body, this and that, third. And I never liked boxers. And I really, I like boxers a little bit now, because they help a lot now. But I never used to like boxers, because I felt like, the cutout of it. It's like, oh my gosh, my can come out. It can lock out, you know, come out, you know, and all that kind of stuff. I just never liked them. I like being tight and that kind of stuff. So I'm just being honest today. I want this part to be just relatable to anybody out there, you know. So what happened, I basically told my mom at the time, like, oh, I need some boxers. I need some more. Well, I would say I need some more underwear. She just said okay. So I went to the mall and got some boxers and call it a day. And got some undershirts, and that's how I was trying to basically hide my body during those days, and especially heading to my high school. But yeah, when I already was being nitpick about that, and then when I saw these two dudes, come up, looking at me, trying to look at my, or whatever the case may be, or stare, or just waiting for a reaction or whatever. Then all of a sudden, I was like, "What y'all doing?" Like, I was just like, "What y'all doing?" And like I'm trying to use, what I'm saying? I'm trying to use that for like, I don't even, I try to basically, like I was clearly I was like halfway to the end, and I just basically zipped up my pants, and at least pull up my underwear boxers part, and basically another dude that came behind me and just basically grabbed me by my waist and was basically humping me, attempting to hump me, and I was like, "What the fuck? Get off of me!" and that kind of thing, And I was ripped out that moment. Wow, I don't want to cry on camera. That's not what I usually do, and that's the sad thing too. That really, like, being able to address my feelings. I feel like it's hard for me. I always used to say my feelings, but I still do now. But I talk about at the time and growing up, I could never like feel like my opinion, or what people did wrong was gonna be beneficial to helping me or saving me when I was going through those things. So when I felt like, even when I told my teachers and they just do little word of advice instead of who are the people who are sitting here doing this to you, and let me talk to them, and let me sit here and call their parents, and that would have been the case may be. Whatever you have to do to sit here and stop that, because that, I hate that I know it is some kind of way that, oh, will make me stronger or this and that there, but maybe it didn't, like, maybe right now it maybe didn't feel like it was making me stronger. It would make me feel disgusted and not be able, and felt like built up emotions because I could not sit here and tell what was bothering me or how I feel. So I ate, and it was not just like, oh, I eat a healthy meal. It was, I might eat maybe a healthy meal, but I was still eating like sweets, sodas, this and that third, to basically, I think it was like basically to eat away my pain, even though I was still crying, breaking down, this and that and third. But I was still, even if I didn't cry, then basically my body or myself, my mind will basically be like, okay, you know what, I need to eat something. But I usually would never eat at the cafeteria, so basically I would be starving myself, because I might have eat, but I would never eat no damn lunch like that, unless it's I would still eat the Pop-Tart, like, because they it wasn't cooked by the cafeteria ladies or the men, or whatever case may be, right? So might get my Pop-Tarts, chips. They wouldn't have they would have fruit juices, but that was still basically like processed sugar. So yeah, basically it would be those things, and that's how I try to deal with what I was going through. To have that happen to me, I was in shock. It made me just not really know what to say about it. I just knew that I don't know what to tell people what to tell somebody or tell the teacher, because I didn't know how what they would do about it, or even that, just be able to say it, because I didn't want the teachers to judge me how the students were judging me and stuff like that. I would feel like I would just get nippy, like, what you do to them? Like, what you do to them? This and that and the third. Like, all that kind of stuff. I'm just like, so what could I do? They stopped. Like, once I pushed them off, and I just basically like zipped up my pants, put my belt on, just walked down and washed my hands real quick, and just went back to my class. While those 3-4 freaking guys be right there in my classroom, knowing what they did, and I just kept like a poker face, even though on the inside I was screaming. And I think that really made me just like over it. I feel like everybody's reaction is different, and each reaction is okay, because that's how you react. Not every, just like when people, like for example, horror movies, and there will be those certain moments when the girl or the guy who's being chased or killed by some kind of slasher, monster, demon, that kind of thing. There would be like one person that would just be in shock, and they just freeze, and it's not because they don't want to run. It's because that's how they react to fear. But they gonna still run, but they just like in shock once the killer or the monster appears, and the other person be already 5 steps ahead running, and they just screaming like, run, girl, run. So in my eyes, and I think it was not just public school now. Like, I need to, but this gonna be separate. I want to just get everything separate, because the other parts will be much more shorter in a sense. So yes, but basically, I was depressed. I was eating, and I was starving myself, or I was eating a lot of junk. So, and I was insecure. I was felt like nobody defended me. Nobody really came to my aid when things like this was going on, and when it kept on happening in just other places, like certain summer programs. It wasn't all the summer programs, but like I say at least one, I think I say I had at least a decent experience. It was like, only one summer program, and me being in like a youth group, and for community service, and another where I was basically freaking in church, and people still treating me church, y'all. That people still treat me like crap, or treat me like I'm a nobody, or whatever the case may be. So when that happened, of course, so that's how I dealt with it. I really wish I could have told somebody, but like I said, I'm not gonna blame that. And if anybody want to blame me, fine. Just know at the end of the damn day, I hope you don't get blamed for something that you never did in your life, or cause harm to somebody, and they just really went out your way to do these things to you. Once I got into high school, people was treating me different. Nobody, literally more. It was even worse, because you don't even know no damn body in freaking high school, and they just treated me different while I was in school. And I was just like, y'all, it was less people like in my statuses now, and it was like, I was so confused, like, what's going on? I didn't care about being popular, but it was like, what's up? What's the tea? I feel like it was people who was doing behind the scene mess towards me, and I didn't know, because the only thing I knew was just how people was reacting towards me. I was like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? You know, that kind of thing. So I never understood it, still don't understand it, and that's fine. I don't really care about it now, but at the time, that's what my mind was thinking. So I didn't have nobody in high school. The only few people that I thought I had was my best friend, who was my door neighbor at the time. Other people that I might have hung around with, but we never really, like, we never really like was close. In the guys who that I used to maybe been around in this particular group, if they would be talking bad about me too, or they'll sit here, they'll talk bad about me too, or other nonsense, you know, etc., etc. I didn't have much of a problem with on the bus until I started making friends with another person. I just started hanging out with her a little bit more, getting to know her a little bit more, because I was like, oh, I like her. You know, she never really judged me like in any way. We just like certain, like, similar things, like certain music. She like, and another person who likes to sing. Like, what, go figure, you know? So when I was like basically going to her house, you know, we just talked, you know, that kind of thing. This was like my first, like, this was like basically like my second experience. No, third, at least third, because I ain't.
My detector test determined that was a lie.
I'm just like, damn, how many houses have I been to who were actually like cool? It was 5 in total at least, but that fifth one was they didn't want me there. Okay, period. But yeah, I went to her house and we just like started talking a little bit more. I was like, you want something to drink? You know, I was like, oh my God, what? I was like, what? Oh, drink, sure. You know, I was like, I want some soda. And any kind of experience like that a lot of times, you know. So we just got to know each other, like you know, just dancing, that kind of thing. And we just had like just growing to like each other, you know. And basically, I felt like at the time when I was getting to know her more, my best friend at the time, who was basically my next door neighbor, you know, I think she felt a little bit jealous. A little bit jealous, at least a little bit jealous, you know, a little bit jealous. I try to ease it, but you know what, she felt jealous too. And I grown to like her, but it came a time when once we started hanging out, she wanted me to come with her to meet to meet these guys that were usually on our bus that go to our school, you know, that kind of thing. So I was like, I don't know, because, you know, like I said earlier, I don't have no goddamn good experience with guys. I just don't. They already gunning for me at the door. Like, what the, like, I can't. Like, no. I don't even be doing any damn thing. I already be hiding myself, damn self. I'm already eating and still trying to get big fat while I'm depressed and freaking messed up in all these kind of things and areas. While I had an undershirt on heading to school. Only good thing we didn't have to wear uniforms no more. But I was just still wearing an undershirt to hide my body so people won't sit here and be nitpicking more. I might have been a freaking big body, you know, but at least I didn't want them to see and talk about things about me, you know, because they already talk too much about me. And I was like, she's like, come on, you know, I think they'll like you. But she wanted to meet this dude that she had, who basically was flirting with her, and I guess she was interested in getting to know him. Just like, okay, you know, okay, I'll go with you. I mean, I didn't want, even if I didn't go, I wouldn't want her to go by herself. So I was just like, okay, I'll go just to like, what the hell I'm gonna do? I couldn't defend my damn self. No, that ain't funny. That's awful. But I think I'd rather just be able to help her knowing that at least I was there, you know. So we walked to that person's house and basically once we went in, okay, cool, met his cousin supposedly, so he was there. And we was just talking a little bit, and it was the cousin who, like, oh, why do you talk like that? And it was like, I don't like talk like what? And he basically like tried to attempt to mimic how I sound, but he tried to make it sound more like high pitched and this, that, and third. And I'm just like, okay, I mean, it's just my voice. Like, what can I do about that? You know? So he laughed and his cousin laughed and Jamie laughed, but she didn't laugh like, you know, like ha ha ha, you know, but it was just like, okay, you know, I felt like it was just like, okay, you know, it's like, that's, you know what I'm saying, she was like, okay, you know, I feel like she didn't laugh like a hard laugh or try to make it seem like it was a bad, whatever, however I sound was supposed to feel bad, and she didn't laugh like that. It was kind of more like, and I just did an uncomfortable laugh. I felt like she was just a short, quick laugh, and it's like, okay, you know, that kind of thing. So I just let it be. I just like, okay, I just gonna take that little one, but no, understand, I can't keep on taking this no more. I was at a point where I was really depressed and I was angry. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Especially I was watching Bad Girls Club at the damn time. I don't care if I am not a girl. I used to want to be in the freaking Bad Girls Club. I really did. Like, I really just was like, you want to do this? I really just want to take my anger out on some people who can do some disrespectful things like that at the time, you know? So I was just like, I ain't gonna take this no more, you know, that kind of thing. But if a person touches me, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Do people know to stop putting their hands on me? Because once you touch me, it's on like Donkey Kong.
It's gonna be a rumble in the jungle. Because Jamie liked this person, we would sit around them. So I was like, okay then. And then once she started sitting next to him, trying to get to know him more and that kind of thing, it was the other dude, Justin, was basically trying to like touch the back of my head. And I was just like, what the hell? And he tried to pretend it off like he didn't do nothing. And then he tried to do it again. I was like, okay, can you stop doing that, please? And then it was like, oh, okay. You know, that kind of like, oh, I ain't gonna stop doing like, you know, and that, cause I was like, I ain't gonna see him get violated again. I ain't gonna see him get violated or touched because you think you have the right to touch me. Like, nah. And I felt like in a way he was trying to push me to see him fight him. I believe it. I can believe it, and then just ask, you know, just doing things just to try to do all the things. I can hear somebody, well, I think he's saying just liked you or felt jealous. I don't give a fuck. That's like you doing things just to hurt another person. It's gonna make me feel like I'm gonna like you? Hell no. Like, I don't do that. I want somebody to be appreciated. Damn. I want somebody to see and do that shit to me. I want somebody, if somebody like me, they should appreciate me. You don't have to see and do all that mess. That's why I need a freaking album. Damn. Once it kept on happening, I just had enough of it. Because it just kept on building and building. She tried to get I feel like she tried at least to tell him to stop doing that. Like, once he kept on trying to touch me again, I instantly grabbed his hand. I was like, stop doing that. Like, it wasn't like the minute he tried to, like, I saw in the corner of my eye, because I felt like I had to watch from all angles now more than ever. I literally grabbed his hand, like, don't do it. Like, stop doing that. Like, that's not funny. Like, don't do that, miss. Don't do that shit. Like, that's what I said. And he like tried to laugh it off. Like, he really want, I don't give a care what he think that he can do to me, but you ain't gonna keep on doing that mess to me. You ain't gonna keep on trying to violate my personal space and touch me, and I don't know you. I stay with like you.
To this day,
like, I stay away from like every single girl. Cause I never had no like that many guy friends that I can really just call like, oh, we are, you know, like just buddies and best friends, and we could talk about that hang around and just do guy or just general. You know, just right now I can only count at least maybe 1 or 2 people at least that are guys. So anyway, it was like a specific moment where they used to sit, because all the dudes or whatever, the people who were like the sophomores, the juniors, seniors, that kind of thing, they would sit in the back, and whatever happened basically made the move into the front, and we got to sit in the back. I was like, okay, cool. And our bus driver was a white bus driver. She was female, just to describe what it was. Once he moved to the front of the building with his with the other guys and stuff like that, and the girls too, because there was some girls that they, like I said, those people was in a product of bullying me, because they just stood by and laughed while these people were doing things to me. And what happened, it just kept on building up, and I remember Jamie telling me like don't let them get to you. And it's like, okay, they already got to me. You know, I didn't tell her that. I understand, like, she didn't want me to fight them and stuff like that, because they, you know, they like, it wasn't like one person. It was literally like these guys literally would join. They would join in and try to do these things, and you never talked to me. You never spoke to me. You never like went out your way to actually like, you know, that kind of thing. So I was just like, don't sit here and do these things. Don't, like, I'm already, and I just like kept on getting angry about it. It's like, I'm not gonna take this. I try to relax, try to be calm about it. And it was this one particular day where I just had it. I had it. Because you think you had it. I was just like, I'm over this bullshit. You ain't gonna sit here and keep on talking about me or doing things to me. I can take all you mother damn on. You. I did all that. I said you. They laughed. I'm like, bitch, let's go. Let's go. Like, I don't give a you for you to do all the disrespectful goddamn mess and then try to purposely try to wait. I'm like, no, you have so much to say. You have so much to say. Then knock me out, then, bitch. That's what I did. What was like. Cause I don't have no beef with you. But I do gotta beef because you try to cause a goddamn beef with me, try to violate my space, try to see him say these things and do these things you think you have the right to, because you think you own me in some goddamn, some weird way, or some goddamn jealousy, or some kind of shit, or maybe you like me, but I don't you like me. Let's get the out of here. You can't sit and make a, like, I didn't want to stare. It like, no, like, I had crushes on people who actually genuinely never tried to judge me. I had liking to people who never tried to judge me. Genuinely. It wasn't like, oh, I felt sorry for you. I felt like, no, we cool. I never heard somebody try to say, well, I heard this about that person that you're talking to, or this and that and third. It'll always be the other ones who would sit here and be friends with the guys that I don't talk to, the girls or the guys, this and that and third. Once I said all those things, because I felt like I was already on the verge. I didn't care who I didn't want to take on, but it was like boy, girl, y'all. It was about basically like more than at least 5 people that gone against one little old me. But I wasn't scared, and I was scared. In general, I might have felt fear because of fear for my life and this and that there, but it didn't make me be like, oh, I'm a punk or I'm a pushover. Because I felt if I was a pushover, I think I would have seen here and been around them. And even if you was that person who might have been around them at the time while still taking the bullying, that doesn't make you, I don't want anybody else who might have had to sit around people like that and just took it there. It's okay too. I don't feel bad for people like you because you didn't know how to react to that, but it was hurting you or making you angry. I understand, and it's okay. I don't want to judge you. I don't want to judge you. You can stay here. You know, nobody didn't have my back. That's why I can say right now, like looking back at it, nobody really didn't have my back when these things were going on. Well, Jamie wasn't there though. That thing was while this was happening. Cause she had like after school practice, that kind of thing. So I would never, on certain days, so I would never see her at certain moments. But usually when she's around, I feel a little bit better. And then she tried to at least tell me good advice, or not good advice, or try to tell me that I care, that kind of thing, or tell me that, or try to attempt to stop them from like trying to do or say whatever they want towards me. So she wasn't there. So when she wasn't there and I was just like, I was literally over, I was already on the verge of just going ahead and just knocking somebody out. That was the day. It was basically like 2 days afterwards. I was just like, I had this shit. And the people who I might have seen around since neighborhood, elementary, middle school, until now, and might have hanged around out of convenience. Once I stood up and gone out, they knew what was going on too, but they didn't do nothing either. They just like, oh, well, I can't do nothing because I'm scared, or I'm laughing with them, you know, that kind of thing. And I might have, or if it was my best friend, next door neighbor, she just looked at me like shocked or surprised and stuff like that. And I just felt like y'all didn't do anything about it. And I had to stand up for me, because I can't keep on doing this no more. So I was just like, I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready, I don't care. Like y'all gonna have to throw the first punch. I was just like, I felt like I ain't felt like I was in a reality show now, but I felt like I ain't gonna sit and hit nobody because I don't have no issue with people. But you trying to make an issue with me, so let me know how much you hate me, how much, because you seeing doing all these jokeful stuff and that's this and that and third. Let's go. You get the first hit, because that first hit is going to be your last hit, because I ain't the one. That's how I knew how crazy and angry I was, because I was just like, I'm going to sit here and get their ass. See, I feel like I feel like I'm going home, I don't care, and I'm fine with that. And even the freaking bus driver knew, because she was the one, she moved them up to the front, and she just looking by standby, and then once things go down, I didn't fight nobody now. But I kept on I just let him know, like, what's up? And it was another girl who was ready to fight somebody else. So I can't say we planned this mess. No, I just know that she had an issue with one of the girls that was sitting in the front. So I just know that we was both getting rowdy, and she's like, we ready to go? Let's go. So once that happened, once the bus driver they tried to get us off the bus, you know, and the bus driver left, we had to deal with basically the the principal and the assistant principal to understand what happened, that kind of thing. Like, you really give a after it happened, then the morning comes, the people who we hung around just out of convenience. It was like one person who laughed like, oh, like, you know, they kind of like laugh like, but yeah, you see him going through all these goddamn things and you want to see him be a bitch and be a freaking about everything, about what goes on with you and about your freaking, your dad, your single dad who slept with your white mom and that kind of thing, and be all just bitchy and rude to everything about, like, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? F that mess. Like, nah. I'm saying what I have to say. Cause she fake. That's all it was. And I don't talk to her now, so what's good?
This bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
I don't say the N-word. I don't usually try to say the N-word. Never. Unless it's a song. Maybe I'll slip it in. But I never do. Cause I feel like that's just disrespectful to me. you know. So anyway, I just like, I didn't care, and they still try to egg me on like, y'all are crazy. See, here it goes. See that now, I said it will just slip out, and that's when it slipped out. So y'all really had the nerve and the audacity to sit here and still try to start things in the morning. It's like, y'all really want to fight. Y'all really want to fight in the morning and want to keep on trying to do things to people in the morning. You awful, demonic beings. Good Lord. And then on top of that, like the bus driver acting all confused once she had to tell, like, I don't know what happened. And like, she, you know, I told y'all she's a white female woman, so she's trying to make herself look like a victim and trying to be all belligerent, like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. Like, it was just this person right here, like, she tried to make it like I was the problem, but you freaking knew. You knew what was going on because you was looking. And you just didn't want to say anything because you was scared. Because we know why you was scared. I get it. I mean, I get it. I get it. Crazy. Like, nah. Don't do it. So I had to go. So I'm the only one who had to, one and the girl who had to go up to the thing, you know? Up to the to see the principal and the assistant principal, that kind of thing. So I was trying to remember and talk about it and try to say I didn't know half of those dudes' names because we not close and this and that third. I only knew one person that I can name, that was Justin, and I was like, I could see he was the main cause of it because he always kept on trying to violate my space, and I don't know these other people's names, and I had to just like tell them, and I had to tell my mom about what happened. She tried to at least try to talk to the principal and wanted me to talk to him. And then she tried to let him know, like, this shouldn't happen. This shouldn't be happening. You know, that kind of thing, etc., etc. So once that, I basically, I didn't get in trouble, but other dude basically got in trouble, and basically it turns out like this dude, he was not supposed to be going to school in this district, so he had to go to a different school, go back to a different, you know, a school that was in his district. So it's like, wow, that's crazy. I mean, that's a good thing because the crazy thing about it, once he was off the bus, and then their numbers start dwindling down. Y'all. It was just like some kind of domino effect. Like at first, once he was not on the bus no more, it was still going. It was less of a bite, cause now I just knew that they kept on trying to see what would get me going. But the crazy thing about it was this particular day. Once I got off the bus, it was this one I heard on the side, like I'm trying to walk away, they still trying to joke, but it was like, oh, that dude got a fat ass. I'm like, what? I'm turning around. I'm like, and I'm just like, that lets me know a lot. That lets me know a lot. Like, these motherfuckers basically had some weird sexual feelings towards me, but yeah, I don't want nothing with you. And you think you had the right to sit and belittle me and treat me like you. I don't want nothing to do with you and you evil demonic beings. So it lets me know that I ain't gonna say that. Once that moment happened, I was like, you know what, this is a joke. I feel like I was a punk. I'm like, this is what really comes to. I'm like, I didn't hear what I just heard, didn't I? And once I heard that and clicked to me, I was like, these have some weird feelings. I just let me know, like, I ain't gonna take it serious no more. And they just kept on dwindling down. Like, literally, the bus, once they got off the bus, it literally was nothing else there. And that made me feel good. That made me feel freaking good. I had no nobody else who did me wrong was not on that bus no more. I can go on the bus on peace. Cause now, once those outliers were out of the picture, now once they don't have their, the few people that might have still came on, they just remain quiet like a mouse. Because why? They was weak without their numbers. And I wish I had people who actually defend me, but I had to defend myself. And even though that happened and stuff like that, even though like my next door neighbor, best friend at the time, tried to like, I wish I should have did this and this and that third, because I would have helped you help you defend. And it's like, well, the hurts me. Like she said this at that time, but at this moment now, I'm just like, so you could have done that. You could have done something earlier. Name it don't matter no more, because you ain't no friend now. I'm sorry for talking so low. But yeah, it dwindled down and I didn't have to worry no more. Now, once this happened, oh baby. So I was dealing with some other dang mess in art classes where I used to sit with a group of people. And at first it was this dude and this girl and this other dude that I knew from middle school. And it was this other, they were twins. They were twins. So I knew of Brandon, and I just knew they was twins. So I knew of Brandon. I just never really had much of a good thing with Brandon. And then now Landon, he acted the same way, but he acted the same way too. Honestly, I just gonna let that, yeah. But it wasn't as much. It wasn't as much, but still, it was still like, you still talk bad about me. It was this one particular person named Derwin, and I knew of Derwin since elementary school. And like, it ain't like we was like super buddies and stuff like that, but this dude just always try to talk bad about me and stuff like this, you know. He always try to talk bad about me. He always try to, he'd be the main one saying, like, if he has a crush on one of the girls, he'd be doing these weird pickup lines and this and that and third, and et cetera. I was just like, you know, I know this dude really had the nerve to think he could talk about me. So once that happened, I was like, okay, it was building up. It was just building up to these moments. And I was just like, you ain't gonna see him. I was just like, man, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be so nice. I'm trying to be so nice because I don't try to judge other people's looks like that. Because I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I was never a person who, let me sit here and just talk about somebody because they not on my level. Who I sat next to, one of the girls that I sat next to had the same name as her, but it was in a different lettering. So I was like, okay, but she would just kind of just like watch as the dudes would do it. And she was like in the 10th grade. But it was kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like at the end of the damn day, she just stood, it was kind of like a stood by, but she didn't stood by. She stood by enough where it was kind of like, okay. But we used to like sing together. Yes, another girl was a singer. It must be a problem. It must be a problem, y'all. It must be a problem. Like, it was another person who could sing too, and we used to listen with my iPhone. Listen to my iPhone about just different music and just listening and stuff. And she would recommend music to listen to and stuff like that. And we'd just be singing together, sometimes doing duets and stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera. And I used to like her for it. Go figure. That was on like one of the good things that I felt was good, okay? At least. I thought maybe it was just like, okay, maybe it's gonna be a moment where you might be like, I'll let bygones be bygones, okay? But I don't talk to her now. I just ended it like that. But yeah, so it was this particular day. After all that, I'm just trying to get the story across that what was happening in art class. So once we had to go into the theater, where we was basically had to like paint the display, the play background and stuff like that. I was sitting next to her and Landon. Oh, I forgot to say another crazy thing about Landon. He sit here like he would talk about me, but the crazy thing I was just so shocked about, like, oh, he asked me a question like, oh, Infinite, he asked me a question like, oh, Infinite, you go, do you sing in church or something? I was like, no, why? You sound like you be singing in church. I was like, is it a line? I never heard. I was shocked about that damn miss. Like, you just, I just felt like he lying, or I was felt like he was lying. Then I felt like I'm shocked because he was talking bad about me. Now you see him saying I got something. Okay, but thank you though. I received that. I guess. But anyway, once in that theater, third one kept on just. I was over this damn man. He kept on really talking so freaking much, and I was just like, you know what? I'm at this point where I'm gonna let him have it. He gonna have some goddamn nerve. I'm gonna let him have it. That was my days of actually beginning my shade and reading glasses all up. So I let him know, I know you ain't gonna sit here and talk about me while you sit here and can't even get the girls that you want. Can't even sit here and freaking dang saying have an irregular goddamn head shape, have a freaking weird ass hairline, got weird beady eyes, over here got the most awkward goddamn body on the face of this goddamn earth. Like, I just knew I was just saying a lot. I was really reading him down to the ground because because he want to act like he was so, like he met his match. I felt like I was on Basketball Wives and I was Cece.
That you're a bitch, that you're evil, that you can't mind your own business. I don't care. She doesn't care. You don't care. Mind your business.
That's what I was feeling. Like, I was just letting him have it. I mean, Brianna and Landon was like, oh my God, like, what the hell? You know, laughing a little bit. And then, this gonna have the nerve to act like he's so furious. He wanted to act like he was so furious because he was the one who was sitting knowing that, oh, I thought you, oh, where'd this come from? So he wanted to act all tough and stuff. And like, I know you. Like, it was like a joke. I feel like it was a joke to me because I just knew what I was capable of. I was like, anybody who do something to me again in high school now, y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get every damn thing. Y'all going to get my ancestors, me, and my freaking anger and my hurt with these punches. I was like, somebody gonna get it. That's how I was thinking at the time. And he was like, I was like, ding, 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 he gonna get it. Cause he had a nerve to act all tough. Cause I was ready. Whatever happened, I was ready. So he gonna have a nerve to walk. We was basically, there's like a whole bunch of chairs. So basically we were sitting right here with this side, and he was sitting like basically like 2 or 3 seats down below us. I say at least 2. Cause once he did that, he basically walked up and walked to us and walked basically towards me. He was like 1 seat between, and I was just like smirking and was like, he tried to put his hand, he had put it all the way in my face, but I was like, you ain't gonna put your hand in my damn face. And I was just like laughing a little bit. He's like, you ain't gonna say talk shit about me. Like, I was just laughing like, boy, I don't give a care. You ain't gonna sit talk about me. What's good? What's freaking good? And he kept on trying to, I was like, you just need to get your hand out of my face though. That's what I remember. I was like, you just need to get your hand out of my face. That's what you need to do. And he kept on trying to do it some more. I was like, get your hand out my face. I slapped it. Then he tried to do it again. It's like, get your hand out my face. So once the teacher, because usually when my art teachers usually be noticing, usually have like a liking towards me. Usually most of my art teachers usually have a liking towards me. They knew I just liked to do art, and I was in the art class, art clubs, that kind of thing. And I like music too, and every other thing that I love to do. Okay, damn. And it was just lucky that he noticed what was going on, and he didn't tell me to go anywhere. He was just like, "Girl, go to the office." It's like, I didn't go to the office, and I was like, because I was surprised. I was actually surprised that he actually was watching from the sidelines and didn't take me to go to the office or this and that third, because he knew I was not doing nothing wrong. So I felt that was one of those few moments where a teacher actually defended me. So I felt good. I was like, okay, see you later, alligator. It'll be a while when you see me again, crocodile. Like, that's what it was. So once he was in the office, he comes back around, do his thing, try to make threats. I was like, boy, you ain't gonna do nothing. Goodbye. I was like, I was ready. I was ready just in case he try to sneak attack me or try to fight me, whatever the case may be. But all he did was just talk. I was like, you ain't about it, then. Goodbye. You ain't about it. You ain't about that life. Get out of here. So that's what happened. Like, I just had those moments where I still was going through my own thing, still feeling depressed, still feeling this, still eating a lot because of all those things hurting me, feeling insecure, body issues, personal life, all those things added on to my depression, and it kept on added on because I will always have, like, if I'm gonna be honest, I always had suicidal thoughts because of what I was going through. And I tried to take, it still wasn't good that I was just like bottling these emotions or did not have anybody to feel like I was safe to talk about this around to. So I think once 9th grade ends and once we head into 10th grade, we did not even want to sit here and just keep on going to school no more. I did not want to keep on doing this no more. It was just like a breaking period for me where I just had enough. I had enough of all those things, and I just couldn't keep on going, knowing that I didn't have really no close friends there or people that I felt like was my friend or like, that kind of thing. So it was a period where my mom basically found out, I can still go to school, but I just have to be, in homebound. It was homebound. It's kind of almost like homeschooling, but you get a teacher, a teacher that teaches you. From the school, you still be just going to that school, but you just be in homebound. And it was like, at first it was just temporary, and I felt very good about this because I didn't have to see the students, the people I dislike no more and that kind of thing. And I just get the homework and understand things, having a one-on-one with my teacher to understand things instead of just going in detail and don't have no time to ask her questions, that kind of thing, etc. And once, it was only temporary at first, because I was just like, I was feeling bad about it, because I was feeling so much anxiety because I didn't want to go back to school. I didn't want to go back to school knowing that I could experience these things. So I was just like, I didn't want to do that. Basically had to go to therapy. I tried to summarize it up and let them know, like, I didn't really care to, I didn't want to admit that, but I just felt like I can't really talk about anything about what I was being through, like, even with this therapist. And I just felt like the therapist was one of those people who just do strictly his job. He might have just let me discuss it, but he didn't really try to do anything about actually let's get try to get through this, or actually get the people who done these things to you, So once I said I felt like suicidal thoughts and stuff like that, oh, now I gotta go to therapy, go to like, you know, a mental hospital, and I just like, I don't want to go there, I don't want to stay there, and that kind of thing. I just felt really bad because it's like that. I felt like, what the hell? Like, I don't want to go here. I don't want to stay there. I don't want to be like. I feel like when I was going to these places at that time, felt like, oh no, I'm about to be put in the nut house. I felt like I was thinking like freaking like horror movies, like when people being in these things and they be people who like are literal sociopaths and all of that nature. I was just like, no, I'm not that kind of crazy now. I might say and be might think about want to end my life and this and that third. I ain't that kind of crazy. No, man, that really broke me down. While I was waiting for them to process me to stay in the thing, I was with my mom and my sister on the side. I'm shivering right now because I'm just like, because I you know what I'm saying, I didn't have anybody to actually trust with what I was going to, because I didn't but like, nobody cared or nobody defended me. Nobody didn't want to see when I see him just say, like, leave me alone, like, stop playing with me, that kind of thing. I just like, oh. I'm sorry. I when I'm talking like this, I'm just trying to try to speed it up, because I felt like I was never able to actually feel at that time, to feel or be just caring and be loving and do all the things. You just like, be a man. Be a man, you know, be a man. Like, be a man. Like, what does be a man define you? So being a man is me treating others like shit. Being a man is sitting here abusing others, harming others because you think you have the power to do that. Because if that's the case, then I don't want it. I don't want it because I don't want that. I never wanted that. So, and especially me being black too, you know, yes, I'm black. I think people should know that too. Okay, I think that's obvious, I hope. But I'm black, and I think it was even much more of a difficulty for me, not because I felt like my race was, you know, I didn't feel like it, but I'm talking about just society or just how other people wanted to portray me, like I needed to be this macho, masculine dude who beats up people or talk bad about people and this and that and third. Or wanted my voice to be deeper. Like, there was guys literally trying to force me to lower my voice like this. And I'm just like, what the f? I don't need to do all that. Like, like now, I'm just me. I'm just me. And I hate when I feel like there's other people who be doing these things and they just do it for clout, or they just do it because, hey, that person doing it, so I'm gonna do it. Like how some of these comedians who be doing all the same, like just say, let me just dress up and that's gonna make me see and get followers and subscribers and laugh, stuff like that. I'm just like I'm just talking about everybody in general who be doing these things and want to talk about why is everybody doing this? Is just a weird kind of thing. It's like, there's people who are genuinely who they are and they just want to be who they are. They don't see and describe themselves like, this is feminine, this is masculine, this is this is more of this is more of that. Like, what the f? I don't want to live like that. I never wanted to live like that. See, I'm talking about, like, what can, like a color. Like, what can you tell me? Well, some people will say red is a female color. That is a feminine color. You can't wear red. How is red then they talking about don't wear pink. Like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm gonna do what the I goddamn want at this goddamn point. This is me just thinking about these things. I knew it was wrong, but I'm just thinking about, like, now I can officially say, bitch, I don't give a about that damn shit. If y'all want to make assumptions about me, I'm talking about anybody. anybody out here, find them, make your assumptions. But you know what? You can make all the assumptions you want, but that ain't gonna change how you really feel about your damn self. You just want to sit here and freaking be proud of yourself to be able to do things like what other people do, or you just really just have a very evil disdain or demonic energy about you. Then I don't care. Exit out the left and the right, and y'all can be weekly walking back out that front door too. I just felt like, damn, I really was trying. I didn't, I felt like I really was going to the nut house, but I really wasn't. Like I wasn't. It was just like, but I wasn't once I got in there. But I still felt like I was trapped because I felt like it was jail. I felt like it was jail. It was like, I got other things to do. I really was thinking to myself, like, I got other things to do. I want to be in my home, be in my bed, be in my bed and just like, just doing my usual school work and watching TV and eating food. So once I got in there, they didn't have no doors. They didn't have none of that. And I just thought to myself, I don't know. And plus I had to get naked because they wanted to make sure I didn't have anything, check my clothes and stuff like that. I just felt they gave me a cloth to put on, but it's like I just felt so naked. Like I felt like I really was in jail. I got scared for a bit because I was like, are they about to see and try to check my butt anally if I got any objects in me? I'm just like, that's why I was scared. I know this. I was just scared of them. Sorry. I was thinking like that because that's what I was going by from movies and stuff of that nature. But once I got in there, it was just a bunch of teenagers or people who were younger, and some of these people had depression. Some of them had eating disorders. Others might have had codependency, or others just had like maybe anger problems because maybe what was going on in their house, that kind of thing, etc., etc. And or maybe there was some people who might have actually been crazy. It might have been a few minimum. But the craziest thing, it's like once I felt like it was very different. I didn't feel like people really tried to judge me. People really didn't try to judge me at all. And everybody had their own things being there because of what they've been through. And I think that's, at the time, that's what made us bond, because we used to have like group therapy sessions where we like I feel like it was like maybe talk about a film or try to get to know each other, that kind of thing. Some people been there longer than others, and other people have just been there just like I just got there. So I felt like it was very different. I didn't feel like I feel like everybody just was there for me, especially one or two other people where it was one person that I knew since from elementary school that we haven't seen each other since elementary school and since our first grade class, and I did not recognize her because she used to have very long hair, and I was like, who are you? I was like, who are you? She's like, you don't remember me? I was like, no. I was like, no. Who are you? It's like, I was like, She was in first grade. Who do I look like? Then I once I realized I had to really think ahead. I was like, oh, I didn't recognize her. I really did not recognize. I'm telling you, I just didn't recognize because she used to wear. She would have her hair very long down to her back, and she would wear like these two pigtails. But her hair now was like short, like a bob. I was like, what? Who are you? So once I found out, I was like, oh, okay, cool, that kind of thing. And we don't talk now. I was surprised that she would recognize me. Once that happened, we got there, do that thing. I felt like it was just a little bit of safe space. I discussed a little bit of what I was going through, but not enough where I think I might have should have addressed things more about what I've been through. I think because I wasn't trying to like minimize. I felt like if I say anymore, I didn't want to stay there longer. That's what I was saying, because I was already feeling like I was trapped and stuff like that. I didn't know how long I was staying, and I got worried about that. I really felt like my goddamn freaking mama was just gonna see her freaking have me stay there forever. That's why I was worried. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest. From all the movies I've seen, stuff like that, I felt like I was she was just gonna sit here and leave me there, and I'll just be there for life. And it's like, I got things to do. I want goals. I got goals, you know. I'm worried about that. So I didn't really say much. The only things that I just normally tell, and I didn't really describe in thorough detail as I should. Like I'm describing to y'all now, because I'm not in that space no more. I do have my insecurity issues. But yes, they understood that I've been through so much and that I can't really like I have the right to being homebound. So I wasn't homebound for like the majority of the first semester, and then I had to go back to school in the next semester. So I felt like at the time I was ready to go back, because I was like, okay, cool. I think I can handle things a little bit better. And after talking to my friend, opening up to her, and another person too, but opening up to her, she, at the time, like I said, this is when I was younger. This is not how I feel about things now. I felt like, oh, we got a little bit more closer once I talked about things, and she talked things about what she was going through and stuff like that, and that what made us closer at the time. So I think once after that, I was surprised that my mom wanted me to go to a different school, and that really took me down to a different level, because I was like, I don't want to go, but it's like this hurt, you know what I'm saying? It's her decision, cause I guess because her reason was because she did not want me to go through it again. But it was like, it don't matter where it was going through. It was happening, like, you know, it was happening in the neighborhood, happening in freaking community groups, happening in freaking summer programs. Like, it don't matter where I go. Happening in church, like, it don't matter where I go. I was never good enough to be feeling like people. There was some people, like I'm saying, the majority of people, it really takes away, dwindles down in your thoughts to really think about who was really genuinely there, to feel like they didn't feel sorry for you, or they didn't feel like they were just there just out of convenience, you know? Cause I was, if it was them, cause knowing that you have somebody just like how they was feeling, but at least for me, I was still coming into my own, but at least I would know, like, if we got each other's back, cause that's what friends do. That's what I thought was friends. You know what I'm saying? We just grew up with stuff thinking that certain things were just like friendship. If you be there for a person, they be there for you. You know, that's what friends are for. So knowing that I was going to a different school, I was like, I really was crying and doing this. I couldn't handle that, especially going back into school where I had my grades was slunking a little bit, because I was worried about the people. It wasn't super bad, but it was like, you know, I didn't know nobody. So what can I do? All I can do is just do my schoolwork, my studies, and at least the good thing about it, I was able to take more classes, because this was like a trimester school. So cool. So once I did that, was in that second trimester for at least maybe about 3 months before I had to go into the third one. So once they was like, once I let them know, well, my therapist, it was a different therapist at the time where I go to, and different, I had a psychiatrist at the time. It was like, oh, you can give me, if this anxiety and stress is really getting to you, and we don't want you to relapse, into depression or this, that, and third again. So I'm gonna put you back in homebound for the rest of the continuation. And they allowed me to do that. I felt a little bit better because, like, I get that you want socialization, but I think I never really had a good socialization with everybody. Because if I'm not looking at them, they see him looking at me, and they see him freaking doing mess and bullying me or saying things about me. So what could I do? But at least once I had that really made me focus on me. That made me focus on taking care of my well-being, and that made me basically start working out. Yes, I was working out because once I really kept on looking at the scale. Usually my weight would fluctuate a lot because I think sometimes I would starve myself and next minute I would be eating a lot. And at the time, I'm about to make this. No, I ain't gonna meet it. But at the time, I was getting so big, and I wouldn't look like it though. I would look like it in my belly, but it wouldn't look like everywhere, and other places too. But we ain't gonna talk about those places. No. But anyway, I didn't look like it though. But when I saw that scale, and I was like, nah, I can't sit here and do this to myself. So I really was gone. I was like sitting here figuring out how can I sit here and change how I eat. What can I do? And I was like when I was in this period of just being at home and still going to school at home, I really was learning a lot about foods, learning a lot about the world, learning a lot about, or just learning things. I was still learning things, but I was just thinking, like, spiritually learning about things, spiritually, like, searching things, and spiritually, and just trying to know more. Like, I was just shocked about certain chemicals in the foods and stuff like that that really made me just like, I can't eat none of that. So that really took me back where I didn't eat really majority of chips, sweets, that kind of thing. If I ever ate sweets, it might have been maybe 1 or 2 times when I really felt like it, and I really kind of understood that, like, it's just a moment. You just want to eat something because you want to get a little bit of sugar, or you want to feel good about what your progress you've been doing, right? So that's what I did, and I lost like a lot of the weight at that moment. And but I stopped at a specific point. Then I came back again. I really got back. I'm still going into my prime. So I'm still going to my prime. My prime ain't even hit yet. So anyway, once I did, I felt a little bit better about, I might have still was struggling a little bit more, but it was less of a hassle for me knowing that I didn't have to worry about people no more, and me focus on studies, focus on me, focus on just things that I love to do now more frequently. Like, I was really getting into my creative side, and I felt like I really was understanding my subjects and stuff. It made me feel good, and knowing that a teacher cared, and she didn't feel like rude or whatever. She was pretty, if I describe her personality, she was very like, I say introverted. She wasn't shy, but she was introverted. There's a difference between being shy, and they say that's the same thing, but no, like, she wasn't shy or like trying to talk or whatever. She was just like, just introverted. She just keep things to herself. She just know what she got. But at the end of the day, I think we liked each other in the sense like, oh, this is my teacher, this is my student, that kind of thing. Because I was just like be like talking off the wall sometimes about things. It was fun though. But yeah, I think that made me feel like I was in a better space and just doing things I wanted to do. So I didn't have to worry about people no more, and I just stick with the people at the time that I felt, that I knew, that I thought were like good people. I graduated, I graduated in that, in in that the school that I transferred to, and I didn't have to look back at it no more. Well, I didn't have to look back at those people no more. I don't have to worry about them no. Even right now, I don't have to worry about them no more. I just see and say fuck you and thank you next, because I don't have to see none of you anymore. I don't have to sit here and feel like I have to. I feel a little. I feel actually more. I used to feel like I couldn't. Like I didn't feel like I was like a pushover, this and that and third. But I feel like the person that was always here was always here. It was never like, oh, this is somebody who's just new or different. No, this person has always been here, and it just took time for me to sit here and love myself even more, to fight for me, because I still have my struggles here and there, but I really had to fight for me, and like I feel confident enough where I'm like really into myself. Like I really feel genuinely like myself. Like I don't feel like I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm hiding or isn't that there. I mean, I might be hiding a few things, like just like what I really love to do. But I always said what I love to do. I always said that. I always love doing everything that I do. I just wanted to just get more notice. And so I can be maybe a public figure or an icon one day, or somebody that they can look up to. And that's what I did. I think that was a good moment for me, because I didn't have to worry about nothing no more. I didn't have to worry about these people. I can honestly say I don't worry about them now. Now that it's out there, I don't have to worry about it now. I didn't worry about it as much, because I just more so like, if I ever see them again, I don't really care. I don't want to talk to you. I just be on my way. We don't have to stop to each other, none of that kind of stuff, because we ain't friends, we ain't cool. Fuck y'all, and I'm out. Like, I really feel confident in my skin, be able to. I still have my insecurities, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I have still insecurities because I can't really I can't really ever feel comfortable around guys. I can never feel comfortable around guys. I can never feel comfortable around guys. I don't feel comfortable around anybody in general anyway, but definitely can be around guys like that. No matter what race you are. So I just feel like I'm confident enough to hold my own, confident enough to be everything that I like to do, like to wear, because I know it look good on me, and I feel that I know I have my struggles with feeling beauty sometimes, but then there was other days I'd be really feeling like I'm freaking beautiful, and it's like nobody can't tell me nothing. And if anybody who's going through it right now, just know I'm here. Because I've been through it, and I really had those, like, y'all, like, for the people who's going through it right now, the teenagers or the adults who are in offices or jobs where they're being bullied. I went through it. I've been there. We just gotta be able to think we have to have like one of those moments where we have to take care of our mental health and our time and be able to get ourselves. And if we have to have somebody to get us out of those situations or whatever case may be, then we just gonna have to, because I feel so awful about people who passed away because they didn't have nobody to go to about their circumstances, about their issues, about what was bothering them, or what people was harassing them sexually, mentally, physically. And it's awful. Rest in peace to all of them. Because right now, I want y'all to see and be thankful that you're still here right now. Still thankful that you're still here right now, even if you just like, only just feeling like you're just getting by, and just like, when is it gonna end? And it's like, it's okay to have those days. It's okay to have those days. It's okay. Just don't let, I don't want to say don't let it, because we will have those moments where we just really have to just give up on ourselves and shut down. But don't let the shutdown be the shutdown to your life or the shutdown to your future. If there's any other way that you feel that you can tell somebody about how you feel, let them know. And if they really feel they're gonna help, and if you know they're gonna help you with what you're going through, please let them know. And that's all I gotta say. Thank y'all for watching. Like, this was a very, I know this is like a long video, because it's based like the whole thing is based about maybe about an hour to 2 hours, but I cut it up in parts. And I just really wanted to get this out because I felt like it's once I started back in school again and stuff like that, I think I felt it in my spirit to help reach out to people a little bit more and understand that I've been through some shit, and even more than that, and being, how did I deal with this? How could I be able to take things that I did not know how to react or felt safe, that kind of thing. But I think I just want to go ahead and get it out now, so I won't have to, I can know that it's behind me. It's behind me. It's been behind me physically, but to know it's behind me mentally. I can forgive myself. I can forgive others, but it doesn't mean I can sit here and be like, oh, we buddies, but f y'all. I just say f y'all and not have no ill will towards you. I might still have ill will towards you. That's a lie. I might still have ill will towards you, but I wouldn't be like having a grudge against you. If y'all understand the difference. Like, I might sit here and feel like, oh, I don't like you anyway, still from those damn days. But I can just forgive you and not have no grudge against you. As long as you pull those stunts now. Now that's a different story. But okay. But yeah, I think I'm glad that I got this out now. Because now it's just, once I upload this, it's just gonna be like something that is lifted. Like, I really feeling right now is lifting out of my heart. So, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate people who really went out their way to watch all 3. Hit the like button, share the video, comment down below what you've been through, or if you have been anything, or you just want to comment and just good thoughts, you know? So, hope to see y'all soon. Take care.